So this is the first vlog that I'm going to be doing for 2026. I don't know if you can hear my little one in the background, but I'm like, what is that? Yeah, so I'm currently shooting this on my MacBook. I feel like you don't have to be. There's a lot of like different opinions about expressing like your life and whether you're a significant person to be doing this. However, when I wanted to have a look at what a life would like, what a life would be like being as an accounting student, I can't find any videos. So I don't think you have to be of a significant figure. I feel like it's important for people to put out like different content and you know what else were I watching the other day? Just like relatable things, not even relatable things, just like what life would look like, or like even as a student at university, what that looks like, and like your experience and stuff like that. Because I didn't get into the uni that I first got into. I think I put the wrong grade down for the wrong course, so it looked like I got a lower grade than what I actually did. But I applied for one name. I applied for one name myself, but the one that I go to was a lot closer. But I ended up applying for that and clearing. Um, but yeah, I do really enjoy it. It's just, it takes up a lot of my time, and obviously being a single mum, it is hard, and I knew it was going to be hard, but at the end of the day, it'll be worth it in the end. And if I pass it, brilliant. If I don't, it's been an experience, and maybe I weren't meant to pass it. It's down to God at the end of the day. I feel like with being a Christian and following Jesus, it's a lot easier to go through life and not be so caught up in expectations, because the way I could look at things is like, well, I didn't do that, I didn't get that because I wasn't clever enough. Or I could just look at it and think, well, it just weren't meant for me. God just didn't want that for me, and it don't matter how much time and effort I wanted to put into it, it was just no. And it's the same one like at the moment, because I do uni and I also work part time as well. Now, at the minute, my daughter is having a lot of illnesses, so obviously that's going to have a knock on effect on my job as well. Um, so I have been given my second warning. So if it does come to it, where I have to, if I end up being dismissed because she's off too long, or she's off for too many times, or if I'm off because I can pick up a sicknesses sometimes, then it is what it is. I'm just not that bothered. So I'm just doing some revision now. We're currently on Sunday. I've got my exam on Tuesday, right? Um, the seminars I couldn't get childcare for, but now we're in the new year, and I've booked it in with the nursery. She can have 5 days a week, so when she'll be going back, she'll be going back 5 days a week, so I can actually start and do some proper like coursework. But I knew this was gonna happen anyway. From September to December time, I was stuck. I was in a position where I was stuck, so I was offered to either. I knew this was going to happen, and basically, I did speak to my manager at work, and he basically said, if you can't give me 16 hours, I'm going to have to get rid of you. You're not doing your contracted hours. And in fairs, he is right in that. Like, at the end of the day, if I'm not going to do what's in my contract, then fair enough. But I knew this was going to happen. I knew something we're going to give. Either I'd have to lose my job, or I'm not going to pass these exams. But however, with these exams, I can always do it. I can resit them. I can either resit them at the end of the year, or I can redo them next year. But I've had a look at the state of next year. Now, the exams and the coursework, it's going to be a lot. Like, it's going to be a lot. But at the end of the day, I will be getting like classes alongside the course that I'm doing as well in the next year, if that makes sense. So I'll still be getting like the classes to help me pass this exam. But I've not only have I got this exam, I've also got law as well with that, which I don't think I'm going to pass, because again, it's the same seminars, the same lecture days. Obviously, I've only been to lectures, so the lectures I haven't, because I haven't been to the seminars. I haven't. And you've got your accounting. Obviously, with your accounting, it's just your workings out. That's why I can follow that step. But it's knowing how to follow the steps in like balance sheets, trial balances, the statement of profit and loss, the statement of financial position, and doing accruals and revaluations. It's just maths with that one. That's fine. I can try and work out and do the steps, but it's a lot of flipping steps I've got to remember. Now with law, it's written. It's like I've got to remember certain, what they called, certain cases to do with, like, I think there were a case to do with Uber, and the workers were trying to say that they were self-employed rather than working for a company, or vice versa, or whether they were a worker or they were like something else. I need to look over it, but there's certain cases you've got to remember. But during this time, it has been so difficult to do all this. It is so hard. And on top of that, I'm a Christian as well, so I'm trying to be in my Bible. I'm trying to go online and preach the Bible because that's what God calls us to do. It is just so difficult what I'm doing at the moment. And it's a lot as well. On top of that, trying to be a mum as well. It is very, very difficult. But I feel like if I want a good life, then it's just going to be difficult, isn't it? Like, it's not going to be all summers and rainbows, is it? It's not going to be brilliant. When she were having like tantrums, I used to think that it was because I wasn't there all the time. This was like before Christmas when I was at work and I was at uni. But I've noticed like during the period of Christmas and New Year, that's not the case at all. She's just at that age, so that makes me feel a little bit better. Like, it's not just because my daughter's very sociable, so she loves people. So I'm not scared about taking her back to nursery, and my daughter needs that time away from me, and it's the same with my daughter needs that time away from her dad, and she needs that time away from like other members of the family as well. So learning for the woman, and that the woman needs to be a stay-at-home mum. I couldn't think about worse. I was on maternity for 6-7 months, and it was absolutely dreadful. I couldn't stand it. The amount of stuff that I was getting hung up over. It's just not normal to be stuck at home. Like, God doesn't even call us to be stuck at home. Fair enough, He calls us to, look, women should be relaxed, we should be, but He doesn't call us to not do anything with our lives and just be a mum. Because I could be just a single mum and just work and not have no aspirations, not build no TikTok, not build no YouTube or anything like that. But the thing is, I want my daughter to have a good life, and my parents worked hard when I was a child, so I want to work hard for my little one. And I don't know, the thing is, I'm enjoying my life because I'm busy. I'm enjoying my life, but at the same time, it's a bit stressful because I'm still going to go to the exam, bearing in mind I still need my card, which I ain't got, and I'm going to go and get it before I do my exam. So I need to do that when I'm tired. And then I'll come back, study for law. It's just so hard. It's harder than what I expected it to be. But you know, diamonds form under pressure. It will be whatever it will be, and God will. If God wants it for me, God will. But the thing is, if God did want this for me, I wouldn't be at uni. I wouldn't be doing everything. I wouldn't have managed to save my job at the same time. Then again, there is free will, so I just think.
My children's names, and then you take money for no reason. But of course you agree to that because you're already an hour in with confidence. Then everything comes back in red. You fuck this up.